Alright, I know what y'all already about to say.
Jiro, a 30-minute video? Oh my god, I'm not gonna watch all 30 minutes.
But please, I'm recommending this to you all. Watch this video to the fullest. I've spent the past month and a half making this video as entertaining as I possibly can. And trust me when I say this, you won't be disappointed. Next video will be out in around another week. It's the summertime now and we starting off that YouTube grind. This is one of my best videos I've ever made. So if you could do me a quick favor and drop a like on this video, comment and subscribe, and tell me what you want on the next Iceberg. But until then, see you guys in the next video.
I'm just standing here. This guy will not get away from me.
Kobe Bryant's helicopter, taken just 30 minutes before it crashed,
It's Pop Smoke.
Ah, 2020. A year that we can all look back on and just say, what the actual fuck happened? And 2021 isn't getting any better. With the mass spread of a virus and adding on political and social problems to the economy, 2020 to 2021 got fucked. Well, at least half of 2021. Honestly, what have we accomplished within the past year and a half? Absolutely nothing. So let's talk about that. Today I'm doing an iceberg strictly inspired by Paracosm and his version of the 2020 iceberg. I'm also going to be adding in some events that happened that I felt like should have been added to the iceberg. And if you don't know what an iceberg is, you obviously must be some Apache immigrant with absolutely zero connection to the internet. But that's okay, cause I'm here to explain. An iceberg is basically a group of events that are put into different sections, and then you start sharing those events from the very beginning to the very end. The first one being the tip of the iceberg, being groups of events that you've probably already heard about or probably already knew, and the last group of events is the bottom of the iceberg, being things that you barely or probably never heard of. I hope that sums up icebergs. With that out the way, let's get straight into it. What up, it's that nigga Jiro, your lord, your savior, Jesus Christ fucking self, back at it again with another fucking banger, you know, some bitch shit. And today I just wanted to talk about how us as humans are just shitty in general, you know, us humans are just ass. 2020 was not the year, obviously, with a whole bunch of celebrities and influencers have died within that year, starting off 2021 to be a whole fucking shit show. So today I just kinda wanted to do a 2020 to 2021 iceberg and just kinda really just talk about it. If you enjoy these type of videos, you know, like, comment, subscribe, you know, keep me motivated, you know, because I want to do more than just commentary. I also want to do little talk series where I talk to you guys and, you know, do something a little bit more fun instead of making my channel a job. I think you call these a topic commentary. I don't know. With that out the way, I hope you all enjoy. Coronavirus. How we all fucking hate you. If you don't know what coronavirus is, I don't know what rock you've been under for the past year and a half, but basically, COVID-19 is a virus that started off in China, and eventually after time it ended up spreading to the United States, and then eventually causing a global pandemic, shaping 2020 into the monster shit show that it became. I'm not gonna go too in depth in this topic, because YouTube does not like it when people go too in depth in a global pandemic, so we're just gonna leave it at Corona Chan is taking over the world. A lot of states come with a bunch of bullshit. At this point, Florida just peeks at it while coronavirus was still in effect. Of course, big ol' Florida, GTA server itself, decides to have a protest against masks. So let's go over what an anti-mask protester is. And then after that, I have a video that we'll go over. You may call yourself an anti-mask protester. You may not, but in my opinion, if you think that you can't get coronavirus, if you think that the mask is too much and you won't wear it, if you think that you can get into a fucking building without a mask now, you're a fucking anti-mask protester. You go around spreading your inbred retardation, maybe even the fucking virus while you're at it. Whenever someone asks you to put on a mask, you get mad. The anti-mask protesters are all fucking idiots. Even if this virus was man-made, We are still working on getting it sorted out. And right now, we really need you guys to wear masks. I understand that they get hot, it's hard to breathe with them on, and they're just flat out uncomfortable. But we're still in a global pandemic. Coronavirus is still out there, and we don't need some egotistical jackass putting his fucking shirt up his nose thinking that it'll fucking change something. Just go outside, go buy a mask from your local CVS. Stop pretending like the pandemic is not here.
I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Things gotta breathe.
Alright, I just want to address this. You just revealed that you don't wear underwear to national television, and I'm just gonna take that as I wanna. So, you nasty pussy bitch. Your pussy probably ugly as hell. That shit probably got crocodile scales on it, bruh. The fuck you mean let it breathe? Your shit probably suffocating right now. Please leave your yeast infested pussy away from national television. We can smell it all the way from here, bruh. I mean, but shit, I don't understand how it's really hard for you to breathe. Them long ass nostrils. Look like a fucking coin slot machine, bruh. Let me just slip a quarter in there. Honestly, fucking idiots, man. If you want to breathe that badly, go and invest in a silk mask. Silk masks are known to let you breathe. Please, anything that will make you put a mask on. I'm pretty sure the celebrity deaths have been talked about a lot, so I'm not gonna waste too much of your time on this section. Alrighty, so the first death on our list here is Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant died to a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California on January 26, 2020. This death was very, very sentimental to me. Now, I wasn't really a basketball kid when I grew up, but everybody knew who Kobe was. You can't tell me that you didn't yell Kobe whenever you do a piece of garbage at a trash can. Alrighty, the next death on the list will be Pop Smoke. I'm pretty sure everybody knows Big Woo, bro. Some people may know him from his hit songs Dior, Welcome to the Party, Flexin', and hell, you might even know him for the infamous Woo Walk. Pop Smoke made a big impression in New York and even worldwide. His music style added a very unique and versatile sound to the music industry and attracted millions of people for this masculine ass voice. Like, listen to him.
What that?
Not really Brooklyn, just woo shit.
Just woo!
Let me stop. But in all seriousness, Pop Smoke died on February 19th, 2020 in Los Angeles, California. He will truly be missed. So on May 25th, 2020, a man by the name of George Floyd was killed by 4 different cops. These 4 cops battered and assaulted George Floyd. He continued to weep and plead for the officer to lift his leg off of his neck. He even told the officer that he couldn't breathe, but the officer did not stop. George Floyd ended up dying due to cardiac arrest because of the brutal neck compression that the cop was giving him. George Floyd's death ended up creating one of the most controversial and historic moments in Black history. His death was nowhere near a depression. It was an upbringing for all of the people of color. It was an upbringing letting people know that this is what people do to us. This would let us know that this is how some people think about us Black people. Letting people know that there needs to be actual change. And this will bring us to our water level of the iceberg. The Black Lives Matter movement. Black Lives Matter movement was once again one of the most controversial and historic moments for Black history. This wasn't just some sort of movement just trying to say that we matter. We meant it this time. Fuck the all lives matter bullshit. We just saw a man get killed for driving. This time, us people of color needed to be recognized. We needed to be seen as people of equal value. And this protest was one of the best ways that we can get our point across. Black Lives Matter protest was a very beautiful protest. I'm pretty sure most of our protests kept it in Martin Luther King Jr.'s ideals of being peaceful, and I feel like that we moved a lot of people. And I guess we moved the LGBT community also. I mean, I guess they just added themselves a part of it. They just made it a little rainbow fist instead of a black fist. I guess they felt left out a little bit. I don't know. I don't really care that much. In the end, in my opinion, yes, all lives do matter. That includes any sex, race, whatever you are. If you're a fucking ketchup bottle, I don't care. Literally, I have frying pan set as my fucking Google gender. already, so we've wasted pretty much more than enough time. So to make sure I'm keeping the video in pace, I'm gonna start getting a little bit faster. I'm gonna try my hardest not to sound like a robot in this very area and the rest of the iceberg. So all you really gotta do is kick back, go ahead and put my video in the background, and enjoy the rest of the iceberg. Alrighty, so as we get deeper and deeper in the iceberg, things are gonna get a little bit more interesting, just a little bit more. So if you don't know who Harvey Weinstein is, he was a film producer that probably produced some of your favorite movies, stemming from Kill Bill, Paddington, Scary Movie, and even one of the Lord of the Rings movies. But Weinstein ended up getting convicted for raping and abusing dozens of females, with a count of 3rd-degree rape and a count of criminal sexual assault in the 1st degree. Weinstein ended up getting 23 years. And a small fun fact, Weinstein is now 69. When he gets out of prison, he'll be 93. But I really do doubt that he'll make it, knowing that all the things that those men will do to him in jail. All I have to say is, don't drop the soap, Weinstein. So this old ass guy, Bill Lapshis, ended up surviving World War II and coronavirus. Honestly, this man is a fucking legend. Someone tell Joe Biden to give him an award or something. This is the type of man that you'd want to be hung up on your wall. You look at him and say, Daddy Lapshis. In all seriousness, if you don't understand how corona works, the virus specifically targets people of the age 80 and above, and this man is 103. This man is like second coming to God. Obvious with your boy being God himself. But back to the video. In all honesty, this should be a little bit lower on the iceberg, cause I didn't even know this. But a massive explosion took place in Beirut, Lebanon, that killed at least 220 people and injured more than 5,000. And the reason why this explosion happened was because over 2,000 tons of ammonium nitrate was stored up for over 6 years. The fire ended up breaking out, causing a destructive ass explosion, causing over 220 people to die and 5,000 to be injured. So I'm pretty sure you heard of bees. You know, those little invasive flying bugs that make little hives full of honey. Oh right, and they sting you. But apparently, infestation of giant murder hornets. Hey, you dirty prick, you heard me correctly. Giant murder hornets. Now, I mean, their name already spells it out for you. But need more details. These hornets are genetically different, tend to listen to Young Boy and G Herbo, and they always have their strap on them. That giant ass stinger that can murder you. You know, bees don't look so bad until you see a giant ass murder hornet with a do-rag and some black forces on. But in all seriousness, these hornets ended up infesting some of the United States. And of course, you know how the human population always reacts. They thought these bugs were gonna be the death of us. But long story short, ironically, the bees ended up doing the job for us. Bees ended up noticing the aggression with these new hornets, and most of the hornets ended up getting killed by bees. Honestly, if murder hornets couldn't take on a couple of bees, I think we should understand who the real enemy is here. I'm pretty sure you all know who Kim Jong-un is. That dictator that really hated Trump. Rocket Man. Yeah, you guys should know him. Rocket Man. Anyway, Kim Jong-un ended up getting a very serious surgery, but the surgery ended up making him feel very frail and sick. And this ended up causing a rumor that Kim Jong-un had went into a coma. This ended up causing North Korea to question the USA. But of course, the USA did not know anything. News ended up spreading massively in the US, and people started to theorize that Agent 43 ended up killing Kim Jong-un. Then North Korea started to make their own theories about it, saying that Kim Jong-un's sister might have killed him because of one of their recent family arguments that they had right before Kim Jong-un's surgery. But all of those rumors ended up getting proven to be false, because sometime after Kim Jong-un reported that he was alive and well. It really goes to show how deep people will get into things just for a little bit of clout. Chadwick Boseman was one of the best American actors, mainly known for acting as Black Panther, but sadly, Chadwick's time was cut very short. Chadwick ended up dying on August 28th, 2020. Boseman died while fighting cancer. May he rest in peace. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know what Zoom is, but if you don't know, Zoom is just practically a video calling website that has specifically been made to be used for businesses and schools. You know, if it wasn't for Zoom, I wouldn't be sitting in my room all day doing nothing, and I don't appreciate that. Fuck you, Zoom.
Some view, huh?
Alrighty, so Nika Lowell was just one of those cringy ass TikTok girls that did all those trendy little dances. She was mainly known for doing the OK Boomer dance. Honestly, I've never seen it on my TikTok page, but apparently she gained mass popularity from this dance, specifically from other men, and this ended up creating the term simp. Later on, Nika Lowell ended up revealing that she had a boyfriend, and that just ended up causing all the simps to stop simping. Nika Lowell ended up losing thousands of followers off of her TikTok, so she decided to migrate to YouTube, and ended up creating the most dead and boring channel I've ever seen in my life. You guys can go ahead and look up her videos. I'm not even gonna bother to put any of her videos in the description, but now you know that this is how the term simp was made. The iDubbbz situation is very explanatory. Basically, iDubbbz has become one of the biggest cucks of 2020. iDubbbz' girlfriend, Annie J, ended up creating a OnlyFans. And this led iDubbbz' subscribers to question why he was still with Annie in the first place. And iDubbbz ended up making a video practically disappointing and really just letting all of his fans down, because he ended up white knighting and protecting his girlfriend. He stated that he was okay with how he was fine with his girlfriend having an OnlyFans, and it really didn't sound good on his part. In response, his fans ended up making fun of him, calling him a simp and shit in the comment section, and they even made a rumor saying that he likes to be in cuckolds with his girlfriend. All in all, just iDubbbz slander. Rest in peace to this man's ego. I'm pretty sure we all remember the notorious Instagram thought Belle Delphine. You know, the one that has that weird obsession with covering herself with food and even sold her bath water? Yeah, well, she ended up making a comeback on YouTube, posting a video called I'm Back. She ended up being number 5 on the YouTube trending page for a little bit. Then after that, she ended up getting her OnlyFans leaked. Now, if you don't know about this situation, a streamer by the name of Katarina, who was dating / not dating another streamer named Call Me Carson, ended up cheating on him with a YouTuber by the name of Fitz. Now, if you don't know who Fitz is, he's a pretty funny guy. He's mainly a funny moments YouTuber, and he's a part of the group called The Misfits. All in all, a pretty good guy, until he fucks his best friend's girlfriend. Fitz ended up later apologizing to Carson, and apparently they made up. Then Katarina ended up making an apology video that was absolutely garbage. Honestly, someone should have played the world's smallest violin for her when she made that apology video, because nothing but bullshit was coming out of her mouth. Honestly, when Leafy came back, I was so excited because someone was finally gonna start saying what needed to be said. Quality edgy content was coming back. The memes on Keemstar and Pokimane was already being made. And then he got terminated. He ended up making another account, but then he got terminated again. Then he made another account, and that account also got terminated. Leafy is just honestly not wanted on YouTube anymore. Honestly, I hope there might be a 4th account that he may make one day, but now we no longer have any more Leafy videos to look back on, to really laugh at, to really enjoy. So rest in peace to Leafy's old channel. Alrighty, so a lot of people are probably wondering, Jiro, why'd you put the 2020 election at the bottom of the second part of the iceberg? Well, my dear disciple, I forgot, okay? I forgot. I don't feel like putting it all the way up at the top because the top has already been edited. Listen, if you had to edit this long of a video, you'd understand. If you don't understand elections, here's how they go. The US lives in a democracy, you see, where us as people decide who gets to rule over us and guide our country to the true American dream. Or it's just gonna be that one silly fuck up that literally gets made fun of for the next 4 years. In this case, we had Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Honestly, both not very good candidates. I'm not gonna get into that because I'm not a political person. In my opinion, Biden would have been the better choice. But once again, I'm not gonna get into that. Now, if you also didn't know, elections have 2 types of voting. The first vote is more of a popularity thing, seeing who is staying in the campaign and who is not. And the second vote, being the electoral vote, is deciding who is becoming president. To keep it short, Biden won. Now, on to the deep water. If you seriously thought that I was done with this topic, you have another thing coming. So after Biden won, the Republican Party, also known as Trump supporters, ended up raiding the US Capitol. This raid ended up causing 5 deaths and over 138 injured officers. All of this just for an election? Man, y'all do anything just to see Trump prevail. Apparently Kanye West ran for president. Long story short, he didn't make it that far in the campaign and said that he would be running in 2024. Maybe one day we'll see Kanye as president. Steven Universe was a show on Cartoon Network that was basically about a kid with a gem in his belly that had to fight all of his mom's demons and all that. It was a pretty good show. It started in 2013 and ended in 2020. In my opinion, the last season was a little bit too short. You know, 10-minute episodes aren't really that satisfying. So on August 20th, a rapper by the name of Meg Thee Stallion claimed that another rapper by the name of Tory Lanez shot her in the foot. Now, all the information that Meg provided was first gonna be used, but then other people started getting involved with the situation, providing all types of different stories for the cops, making the case all types of unsolvable. The only thing that the police had to go off on was that Megan said, yes, that nigga Tory shot me. But once again, this was all alleged. All I have to say is, don't talk all that tough shit if you ain't able to take a flesh wound to the foot. So I'm pretty sure you all know the song Wet Ass Pussy or WAP by Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. You know, that song that really makes you want to rip your own hair out. You know, every day that I get up and I go to work, and the one time I'm not using my aux, the one time, first thing I hear on my radio, the very first thing. Honestly, I've never heard a song played this much on the radio since Hotline Bling. And at least when that was playing, I was enjoying the song. Every time I hear this song play on the radio, I want to drive off a cliff. I want to crash in the car right next to me. But I'm not gonna rant about this. Let's get on. But this song ended up getting mass popularity in 2020. And this song ended up becoming one of the most popular songs in 2020. Alrighty, so a lot of people think that the West Coast wildfires were bad, but I don't think you understand that the West Coast wildfires were bad. And a lot of reports say California wildfires. But if you look at this map, this is not just California. That's practically the entire West Coast area. These wildfires hit California, Oregon, and Washington. These fires burnt 5.8 million acres of land and killed 46 people. Rest in peace to those 48 people. Alrighty, so now we've made it to pretty deep water. I know, deep water goes to pretty deep water, but there are only a few things that we'll get into in this area. Let's get straight into it. So when 5G first came out, 5G was allegedly presumed to be harmful to the human body and brain. It was said that 5G was even able to affect pregnant women. This caused people to theorize, and then people started saying that 5G can cause coronavirus. Of course, other people started believing this theory, and people ended up starting to burn phone towers. This theory ended up getting so deep that people were starting to target AT&T, saying that they created coronavirus. But before AT&T got raided, 5G theory was proven wrong. So this situation is a little bit more complex. Basically, journalists feel like they can't ever get their opinion out, or that their opinion is going to get them killed. So recently, journalists have been feeling a sort of oppression, and I can't really agree with them anymore. Nowadays, people can't really get their word out. It takes one wrong word or pronoun, and the next thing you know, you've landed yourself in a cancel culture, or you've landed yourself in a casket. Honestly, I feel like the freedom of speech right is not really a right anymore. It feels more like a law, because every time we say something, it's always offensive, or someone has to police what we say. In my opinion, I feel like us as humans should always come together and try to talk to each other more than just argue and bicker. There's more to life than just arguing with somebody. It's not that hard to accept what someone disagrees with. Instead, find something else to agree with that person about and come to a compromise solution. Okay, so if you haven't noticed already, my voice has started to die from the makes of this video. So, if you could do your boy a favor, a small favor, and drop a like now. Comment, subscribe, all that good shit. It'll really help out the voice just, heal. It'll help out the healing process a lot. But we are on our final moments of 2020. But before we get straight into the hell pit that is 2021, we have some honorable mentions that I want to get into. So let's drop straight in! Alrighty, so we have about 5 topics. 4 of them being in the honorable mentions, and just 1 being the very last topic. Can you guess what the last topic is? I doubt you can. But starting off with the first one, we have the rise of OnlyFans. If you don't know what OnlyFans is, let me give you a quick little rundown of what it is. OnlyFans is basically a website/app that lets men and women who don't respect themselves, who are very comfortable with showing off their bodies to the public eye for a small price, sometimes even a large price, and it's mainly the ones that aren't even worth all that much. Basically a prostitution app. Alrighty, our next topic will be the death of King Von. King Von was a rapper that had just recently blew up in the music industry, and for a song Crazy Story, you could have said that King Von could have been the next upcoming Chicago rapper, right next to Chief Keef. But sadly that was all changed when Von was killed during a shootout in Atlanta. Condolences for all of his family. Our third topic will be the rise of Minecraft. This one's pretty quick. Basically, Minecraft made a resurface during 2020. I was really happy, because quarantine was getting boring without Minecraft. And it's great seeing that there are a whole bunch of streamers coming back to stream Minecraft again. And our very last topic of the honorable mentions will be the World War III scare. Pretty sure you all remember this. Everybody who was 18 was scared for their ass, thinking that they were about to get drafted for war. People were scared that Iran was about to drop another bomb on us and start another human catastrophe known as a war. This basically all started because a US airstrike killed an Iranian commander. This caused Iran to respond with dozens of missiles getting launched at 2 US bases. This ended up causing the US to debate about going to war with Iran, and it was announced that there could be a possible third world war. And of course, you know how the US population always reacts. This ended up causing a giant scare. The scare ended up getting so bad to the point where people started to move out of the country, so that way they couldn't get drafted for war. Seriously, the human population just does not miss. Alrighty, we've finally reached the final topic of the 2020 iceberg. And at this point, if you're still watching the video, give yourself a round of applause, man. Because I don't know how you've been able to stand my voice for the past probably like 30 minutes now. So give yourself a round of applause. But our final topic will be the United Kingdom left Europe. So I chose this topic strictly just because it was the most unknown. It wasn't talked about a lot, and there wasn't really a lot of people saying anything about it, so I just chose it. Brits really just said. But if you thought that that was the end of this video, you're certainly mistaken. You and I are going to be getting very well acquainted in this video. I believe this video was called the 2020 to 2021 iceberg. We have more shit to cover. With more and more topics to go over. I'm only doing one column of this iceberg. Then I'm leaving the rest for part 2 of next year's video. That's right, folks, we're getting a part 2 of this iceberg. But the part 2 will not be made until December or November. Most likely December. So, to keep it nice and simple, once again, I'm gonna try my hardest to keep my pacing in this video and try my best not to sound like a robot. At this point, you should be on your knees praying to God, thanking him on how this video is going to be over within the next like 5 minutes. Because I know I am, because this video has taken me an entire month to edit. I started making this video when I first started YouTube. So, a like and comment would be really appreciated. But with that out the way, the first topic is goodness, man, the 2020 to 2021 winter anime season. This season we got banger on top of banger on top of banger on top of banger. Jujutsu Kaisen, Doctor Stone Season 2, ReZero Season 2, Attack on Titan Season 4, The Promised Neverland Season 2, XR. Honestly, can we just talk about XR? What is the animation? She really said, Euro, step back. Oh, what is the footwork? She really about to break her own ankles. Whew, good laugh, good laugh. Alrighty, on to the next one. So, Kim and Kanye ended up getting a divorce. At first it started off as a marriage break, but I guess Kim's homegirls was in the back of her ear saying, "No, he's not the one. He ain't shit, girl, do you? Go get your Birkin." You know, practically inspiring Kim. Go on a full blown out thotty world trip. So, if Kanye couldn't keep his bitch, MK. What's the difference between you and your first love? Always remember, my disciples, the girl of your dreams can always get entangled in another man's sheets. Bandolations verse 5. On to the next topic. Dr. Dre was hospitalized for having a brain aneurysm. If you don't know what a brain aneurysm is, here's a quick term, but we're gonna hope that Dr. Dre just comes out alright from the aneurysm. Dr. Dre has been one of the biggest anchors to the music industry, so losing a hero like him would probably be like losing like a shit ton of gold. Prayers up for Dre. If you all haven't known, there's a vaccine going out for this virus, and recently there's been a production boost. A quick suggestion, if you haven't gotten a vaccine, now should be your time. A lot of vaccines are free at this moment, so it doesn't matter who you are, you can go get a vaccine. I personally have already gotten both of my vaccination shots, so if that's not more than enough motivation, I don't know what is. So if you don't know who Derek Chauvin is, fuck pronouncing his name correctly, cause this is the dude that killed George Floyd. He was finally caught and arrested. Justice was finally served for the BLM movement. Speaking of BLM movement, the BLM protest got nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. And for the very last thing, Kamala Harris became the vice president. Kamala Harris is the very first female black vice president. This woman won 2 awards in just one sitting. Honestly, very powerful. So if you've made it to the end of this iceberg, I truly appreciate you listening to me talk and babble for the past 35 minutes. It's honestly been fun. I'm sorry that this video took so long to get out. When you have to edit a video as long as this, it takes really long to edit. So if you stuck around, once again, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you want me to add anything to the next iceberg, put that in the comments below. And also tell me what was your favorite topic of the iceberg. Once again, I really enjoyed making this video. Peace.